I wonder if the next thing we should do is try to add combat. The thing I'm reluctant to start with though is that we have we don't have any data initialization thing, and in the roguelike code, the tutorial, which is somewhere here, which I've lost a long time ago. We don't need that anymore. Or that, cross term. Here's bracket lib. Oh. That's interesting. So in the tutorial, what we did was we had JSON, data-driven spawn tables. Right, so we would have JSON files that defined things, and then we'd read in the JSON file and create the objects based off of that. And I don't know that I want to do that, because it's easy enough to initialize data in Rust. They're called glyphs here instead of we can do that. I call it appearance, but we can call it a glyph. All right. The problem with this tiny screen here, of course, is that there's very limited space for status information. I have this FPS thing in the current player's position, but we can change that. We don't need to show FPS, and we don't need to show position of the player. We can just put some stats on there. So let's create some stats, I guess. Components. Right now we have position. And I have from point for position, and then mob. Yeah, we can make this glyph. Okay, that should still build. It's a little smaller. Yep, okay. And then, so in our code here, we can maybe create a stat of hit points, derive. Pub struct stat. And we can have a max and pub and current, maybe. And then we have to, we don't have to register components, right? That's something that we needed to do with specs, but Bevy doesn't require us to register it. We just use it and then suddenly it works. Just doing the derive is sufficient. And then we want to have, that's one stat. We want to have like a collection of stats, like hit points and mana and strength and all those kind of fun things. And I don't know if I don't want to call it stats with an S, because that might get confusing, but let's try it. Pub HP stat. Oh, I probably want copy clone. And pub MP stat. Sure. HP and MP. And then we can display those for the player. Yeah, we have warnings that we're not using them. That's okay. Let's use them. So when we create the player, where do we create the player? Here, insert player, insert viewshed, insert stats. Oh, I guess we'll have a stats new of 1010. impl stats, pub fun new, HP, and MP, right? Self, which is going to do self, HP, MP, right? Like that. And now we want to display them when we draw the screen. So down here, let's get rid of the XY stuff. Right, and then we'll just say ctx print 0 height -1 format bang HP this MP this, and we need to grab the player. We have the player here, so I should be able to say let stats is player ref get stats unwrap, and just say stats, oops, inside stats HP stats MP. All right, let's see if that works. Oh. Right. Stat max HP, cur HP, and then stat max MP and cur MP. Like that. Oh, I need HP. Sorry, MP here. And HP here. There we go. That looks good. I'm basing it off of this here. Oh, did I forget to say, I did. I forgot to make it a component, so I couldn't get it. Cur. There we go. Okay, let's see if that shows up. There you go. It probably should be uppercase, right? And I don't need a comma in between them. If I'm shoving them up against the wall there. I'm shoving them, the number up against the colon. Okay. That's good. So we have stats. We should be able to add stats to the mobs. Right, here's where we generate the mobs. So we can say insert stats, new, 2. Sure. And then we want to be able to have combat, which means we're going to have to add the intent code like we had before. Oops. All right, so that works. We can't see the mobs yet. Yeah, let me make that screen smaller. So here I multiply by 5. Where else do I use it? That's it, right? Okay. So if I just change this to 2 times 2, for example, then we should be able to get a much smaller and we should be able to find more rats. Oops. Oh, I got to implement diagonal movement. Where are those rats? They're supposed to be spawning 10 rats. What happened to them? This seems bigger than 2 by 2, doesn't it? Maybe it isn't. What is width and height? Width and height is the size of the screen, 40 by 25, yeah. So this should be 80 by 50. Why are none of the rats spawning? Did I break something already? Huh. That's not good. What did I break? This is the player. That obviously exists, right? Where's the... Here. Diablo says, when do I stop coding bugs? That's the neat part. You don't. Yeah. Yep. So I obviously have a bug somewhere here, right? I'm gonna... So, right, I started off with cargo tumble. Having this incremental is true. And I'm going to take it out because maybe that's causing issues. I thought I had commented it out, but I guess maybe I commented it back in. And let's see. Let me change the screen size back also, because otherwise it'll take us forever to find it. With 5. There it is. Yeah, there we go. There's a rat. So I don't know what the incremental build is doing wrong, or what it can't figure out. But now we have rat. All right. So the way, let's see, what have we got so far? Git diff. I got rid of the incremental thing, and I added some stats. Okay, so this is working, right? Cargo, Flippy. Oh, okay. We can do that actually over here. Cargo, watch, that's Flippy. There. Okay, so in source map, while that's I don't know why I didn't think of it. We could just use it as the iterator for room and I. Right, and that should work the same. And then I'll change the visibility, because apparently we don't need to remember the ampersands here. Good. Okay, so now cargo Clippy is clean and happy. Git add source, git status, git add cargo Tumble, git commit. Added the beginnings of a combat stat system. Sure, okay. So if we look at this, we need to be able to wander on top of a rat somewhere, somehow. Or are the rats gone again? Didn't I just fix this? I didn't fix what I thought I fixed. Let's try rebuilding it here. If I say cargo clean, it's going to clean everything, right? Cargo, oh, trunk. Serve, release. It's got to rebuild it, the whole world now. Is there a way I can do clean on just my bits? Rust cargo clean with electrolysis. Clean only the specified packages. Remove all artifacts and release artifacts. Target target. And that's the display options. So maybe I can just say clean -p and then the name of my package, right? Because I don't need to rebuild all this stuff. You can see it's taking forever. What's specs? Oh, do I still have specs in here? I do. And hex. Specs and hex. Alright. We don't need those. Git add. Git. Status. Git commit. Oh. I should wait. I guess I can kill this? Yeah. Let's do a cargo clean. I should be able to say p prog rl, right? Let's kill that cargo watch too. Right, so that should just delete my stuff. Let's clean the whole thing. And I think we did this already. Like count equals 0, count plus equals 1, console log, format bang, count. And let's get rid of or comment out the other one. Right. We'll get warnings about count not being used and whatever, but I don't care. I just want to be able to see if we can. So that said 10, and it did it once. If I hit space, I see 10. Oh, wait a minute. Are we clearing? Okay. Yeah, this might be my bug. It depends on how we set up the systems. Here we go. Map update system. That just remembers the map. Okay. If the player performed an action, we move the mob, we draw the map, and we draw the mobs. If the player didn't move, then we shouldn't do any of those. Or if the player didn't perform an action, we shouldn't do any of those. Draw map is what clears the draw list. So this could be an ordering thing again. We had that problem yesterday, right? Do I have to have separate? Yeah, I think I do. A reset stage, which should just be with system clear screen. Oh, maybe. I wonder if I can do it this way. Will this work? Actually, you know what? It should be more explicit than that, right? Yeah, it should be more explicit than that. So I think I want to do this again. The reset stage, which clears the screen, and that way this runs before. And this could be parallel, I guess. If we have multiple things to clear. See, this I want these in order, though. And I thought the single-threaded would make them in order. All right. So for now, I guess what we want to do is have this a separate stage, right? So the reset stage, which does the clear screen. We're going to have a motion stage, with stage AI, which will run all the AI systems, I guess. System stage. And then, and we only want to run these if player performed an action. All right, so this might do the trick. Oops, we don't have clear screen yet. Draw. We do have clear. Here it is. So this would be fun. Clear screen. Draw list is res mut. Draw list. And all this is going to do is clear the draw list. And then I want to put the mobs back probably, right? But let's see if this works. Nope. I should be seeing rats around here and I'm not. And it's showing that we're putting 10 in the draw list. And I should just say here, if count greater than 0, then this. Let's see what happens. Oh, it is drawing 10. But I thought I was still spawning them on top of the player. Yeah. Right here. So that means we are drawing them? Oh, there they are. Oh, I have it backwards. I have it only drawing them if they're outside. That's funny. So we have like this cone of darkness and we can see all outside of that. Oh, no, it's the opposite. It's the opposite. The problem is I'm drawing. Yeah, so what's happening is I'm drawing. Okay, let me console log. I see the bug. Okay, the bug is that we're drawing the map on top of. See the way I have draw map and then draw mobs? It doesn't work that way, right? So if the draw mobs gets called first, and then we draw a map on top of the mobs, then they're going to disappear. They're going to get overwritten. But, so we can change our code so that we have a draw in the draw list. We have drawables. Where is it? I lost it. Okay, there we go. And we can just set priority. Sure. And now when we create a new drawable, we need to give it a priority. And the draw mobs is going to have a higher priority than the map. So let's just give it a 1 for now. And then this will give it a 0 for the map. Same with this guy. Okay, so that should build. And now we need to use the priority to sort the drawables list. Oh, except sort happens in place in Rust, right? Rust sort into new vector. Yeah, this sorts in place. And I can sort by, but it's going to sort it. What if I want to create a new, hello Zeta numbers. Vector operations returning a new vector. Whoa, that's bright. You can use 2vec to clone a vector and then perform your operations on it. Okay. Drawables is a resource, right? Oh no, it's a draw list. Okay, so I can say, let's get rid of this, and we don't need this anymore, because we know what the problem is. Now we can fix it. Draw Ubles items. We can do 2vec. Does this give us a new one? It does give us a vec of drawable. We have to make it mutable because we have to say draw sort by x and oh, I forget how we handle it. XY. I was just looking at it and now I've lost it. Flash, 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 flash. Oh, I must have closed it. Yeah, so it's just sort by AB, right? And then A partial compare B unwrap, but we're going to compare the priority. A dot compare, oh, so A dot priority dot compare B priority. And now we say draw items. Oh. Nope, we just say draw. Well, that didn't work. Trait clone is not implemented for drawable. Okay. And now we have a problem with my brain's not working right. Yeah. Oh, hash bracket, right? Yeah, okay. Jeez. Priority is not expected. This one needs the ampersand. Okay. All right, we still have 2 warnings. Count is not used. Okay. Let's get rid of that. And let's get rid of the rat positions here. So now they spawn randomly instead of on top of the player. And now we should be able to see these things. Right? There's the rat. Okay. Oh, he's on the other side of the wall there. Let's see if we can go over there. Yeah, he's down in the corridor. Okay, we can't attack him yet, but he's there. And I still don't... I don't have diagonal moving working yet. That'll be the next thing.